What's good? What's good? What's happening, everybody? I am Lee Black, and I am your host for Real Talk for Real Men. We're live every Wednesday and Sunday, and on this platform shows, we talk about relationships and how they impact us. You know, men being from Mars, women from Venus, you know, all of the different things that kind of interact and cause us to do some of the crazy shit that we do. On Sundays, if this is your first time, we always keep it light. We try to have the mood fun. This is a great way for us to segment into our week. We know that we are in the dog days of summer. Back to school is coming. So on Sundays, if you're joining us, this is an opportunity just to touch base with each other, hopefully to have a few laughs, you know, to set the tone for your week, and hopefully everybody have a fantastic week. My show is part of the TFG platform of shows, so you can subscribe to this show as well as any of the shows on the TFG platform of shows. You can find us on TFG TV, on YouTube, and Facebook. And again, we are live every Wednesday, every Sunday. And on Wednesdays, we tend to do a little more serious topics. So here we are this Sunday. Let's bring in the fam. I see I got them in the house. I've got my host with the most, Miss Tasha from Memphis, Tennessee. What's going on, baby girl?
Not much at all. It's the sad day when the weekend comes to the end, isn't it?
Yes, it is. So that's why I have to choose to put a smile on my face and be happy, because you know what? I'm tired because I've got things going on, but I'm so glad to see you and see my brothers in attendance. So we're going to have a few laughs. And then, of course, we'll kick this goddamn week in his shin and get it started.
Right.
I got my brother from North Carolina, and he's sipping, and I'm sipping with you today. Brother Bird, what's going on?
What's going on, family? How y'all doing today?
Doing fantastic, my brother. How are you?
I'm doing good. I wanted to let you know, Shahana won't be on. She said she'll be here in spirit, but she's doing the big sister thing and helping out her little sister.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, my brother, thank you for showing up, representing both of you. I love it. Appreciate you. Right. By the way, what you sipping in your glass?
Got that red label.
There you go.
Right.
There you go. There you go. I love it. I love it. Today is a sipping day for me. I'm in the midst of moving. I started a new gig, and so it is what it is. So I'm tired, but I'm happy to be here.
All right.
Absolutely. I got my brother from Texas. What's going on, Brother Kitty? How you doing today?
What's up, family? How you all doing?
Yes, sir. We're doing magnificent, my brother. How about yourself?
Man, just so slowly Cadillacing here, man. Just lounging and just chilling, man. Just another Sunday, lazy Sunday afternoon, I guess.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, the good news, folks, is that in another couple of weeks, we'll be in football season. I think the fall shows will be coming back. It'll start to get cold. So a lot of these monkey asses that's in these streets now, like they take their monkey asses. So, things are changing. I'm talking literal. That monkey pox, you can't seem to chase their monkey ass away in the summer, but as winter come, the bros, they don't like winter. So you know how that goes. So
right.
We'll be getting back to, I think, a sense of normalcy. I've even got some things, and I had a meeting today with one of my content creators, and so we've got some plans to revamp my show for me to be more invested in it. You know, I've kind of had a rough summer, you know, with a lot of interchanges, so hopefully I'm reinvigorating myself. Anybody who don't know, I love fall and winter. I'm more energetic, and this is about new beginnings. I'm moving to a new place. I just started a new job. And so I'm looking forward to launching some new innovative things here on Real Talk. So stay tuned. Stay tuned.
All right. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it.
Yes, indeed. I got some things planned. I got my big head sister from New York City in the place. What's going on, Sherry?
What's up, everybody?
All right.
What up, Sherry?
Good to have you, baby. Good to have you, baby. All right. We're going to jump into this thing because we don't get a chance to get many of them. We're going to have a part two from last week. We had so much fun with this, the strawberry letters, until we figured we'd do a couple of more. I've got a lot of good feedback from last week's show where the topics were so realistic and it just fit right into the wheelhouse of what we do here at Real Talk. And so, without further ado, I'm going to share my screen, as you guys know I do, and we're going to pop into these strawberry letters and we're going to discuss and do what we do. So, bear with me as I share my screen. All righty. All right. Hopefully, you guys can see my screen.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's see what this one got to say. I hear some music playing. Is that?
Wait.
Yeah, I hear some music too.
They didn't want the baby going to a babysitter yet.
Huh?
So
Where's that music coming from?
I think it's Sherry.
That's Jenny's phone ringing.
subject, he
All
can't
right.
stand being alone.
Can you guys hear
Dear
her?
Stephen Shirley.
Yeah.
I was living
Yeah.
with my brother and his wife for a while after they had a baby, and it was time for her to return to work. I didn't want the baby going to a babysitter yet, so I agreed to move in and help them out. I'm retired and my daughter is in college, so I have a lot of time on my hands. This is not what I signed up for, though. My sister in law is a flight attendant and she does international flights, which means she's gone for days at a time. The first time she left, my brother left too. He was gone all weekend and he didn't tell me where he was. He got home and washed all of his clothes and then went to pick his wife up from the airport. The next time she left the house, he invited a woman over to the house and he told me that he was ordering out and watching a movie with his friend. After I saw the fourth different woman in the house, I asked my brother if he had a problem and how could he do his wife like that. He said that he doesn't like to be alone and the women help him pass the time. I told him if he's needed to pass the time, he could keep his 5-month-old son all by himself. He continued to bring other women in the house. So I told his wife I was leaving because something came up and I needed to be closer to home. She asked me if it was because my brother was being a womanizer. I lied and said that wasn't it at all. She's been knowing and hasn't said anything to him about it, and that makes me even more uncomfortable staying there. I'm not sure if she's insecure or has low self esteem since she had the baby, but my brother's behavior is unbelievable. I want to ask her how much she knows, but I don't want to open Pandora's box. What do I do? The fact that he's not even trying to.
All right, we gonna pop in our own stuff, Wiggly. This lady, but that's a heavy package in some ways to absorb. So here you have this in a nutshell. You have this sister who's retired. She has a grown daughter herself, but her brother and his wife, they both basically work away from home. The wife is a flight attendant. They have a new baby apparently, so she agreed to help out because they don't want the baby to go to a babysitter. And in the process of helping out, she has basically discovered that when the wife leaves, the brother, the husband, he's doing his own thing, going out and bringing women into the house. So he's not hiding the fact that he's doing this, which clearly is making her uncomfortable. And of course, she's made up an excuse why now she needs to get back to her own things. But she is being asked by the wife, "Hey, are you leaving because your brother, my husband, is a womanizer?" And she lied about it. What do you guys think in this scenario? If you was in this situation, what would you do?
It's pretty cut and dry. I would get up out that situation. I'm leaving. That's too much negative energy. Obviously, the wife already knows anyway about what her brother's doing. To be honest with you, if I was the lady, I'm be like, okay, adios amigo, y'all do y'all thing. I see my nephew or niece whenever I can when I'm in town. But yeah, I'm not gonna be mixed up in this nonsense.
And I got a question for you though. Let's say if you were in that situation and it was your sister, and she asked you, where do you stand on being honest though? Would you tell? Because imagine if this was your, let's flip it for a second. So imagine you was helping out your sister.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you knew she was cheating on her husband,
Yeah.
and the husband came to you
and asked me what
and
she,
said,
yes,
yeah,
my
hey,
sister
you know,
stepping
my
out.
wife stepping. Where do you
Well,
stand on getting involved?
well, it sounds like the wife already knows. I mean, she said, "Well, is it about your brother being a womanizer?" So
But
she already
but
knows.
but she lied. So I'm saying, what if your sister asks you directly? What the husband asks you directly? Hey, it's my wife cheating, and this is your sister now.
Right.
Would you, even though clearly he might suspect, what if
Mhm.
he asked you directly? Would you confirm it, having seen it?
Nah, cause I'm rocking with my sibling. That ain't my business, y'all.
That's what I was getting at.
Hey, I'm Ray Charles. I ain't seen nothing since 1952.
That's what I was getting at. That's a hell of a position to be in.
It really is. It's a tough one, but I already know which way I'm rocking. So,
okay, Bert, you nodding your head? You agree?
Yeah. Listen, I'm with sis or whoever all day long. I'm going to tell them about themselves now. Let's not get it twisted. I'm gonna let them know, like, because I still think it's a little bit disrespectful that even though she's watching their child, you rocking out here with other women. You could be watching your kid yourself. You messing up my plans. Like, I'm supposed to be just in case of emergency. You break open the glass for me.
Right.
In case of emergency, you don't do that. So you go out here and slay everything out here on the street.
Right.
So I'm definitely gonna have words for my brother on this one, but I'm not gonna drop down. Now, as far as the wife knowing, that's 50-50. Because she could have just been flying a kite out there real quick and be like, oh, because it's womanizing ways, and then trying to get you caught up and catch you up on something. And you're like, yeah, girl, you already know.
right. Yeah.
No, so it can go either way. That's a little dicey.
Absolutely.
I think her intuition is telling her that she does know. Because a lot of times when that happens, you kind of know.
Absolutely.
But, she played it right. She said, no, I'm staying out y'all drama. Because you know how that goes, man. They can be arguing one day and they can love each other the next day. I've done seen it 100 million times. I mean, the worst of the worst situations. So I'm staying out of it. I am rocking with my sis. But I'm definitely telling him off about how he been and how he fucking up out here in the streets.
Okay. Tasha, I'm going to say you for last.
Okay.
So you got this look on your face that got me interested.
I got a lot to say.
What if you was in this situation? What would you do? So imagine you helping out and I'm bringing hoes in the house and you're in that situation. What do you do?
That's literally your situation.
I was about
Stop
I
it.
was about to say, I've been in that situation with a couple of brothers. And I mind my business. It's like, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to because I don't want to be in a situation where they break up and it's a cause of kind of me, even though she act like she know. But I mean, that ain't my place.
Okay. Now I want to say something establishing for the record since Tasha gonna put me out there. I don't know this, but I don't believe my wife ever came to her and said, "Is Freddie cheating?" Has that ever happened?
No, she never came to me and asked me, was you cheating? No.
Okay. I want to be clear.
Well, your wife I considered your wife green, and you consider me green. So, because the only thing Michelle ever asked me was, she said, Sherry, let me ask you a question. I said, what? She said, what did you mean when we was at the gas station the other day? I said to my husband, Tony, come on and pay the man, because I know you don't think I'm using my money. So she said to me, isn't your money his money? And I told her, no. Okay. My money is my money and his money is our money.
Okay. Well, good. So again, we got that established. That was a different scenario, but my wife never came and asked, was I cheating? Now, Tasha, go.
Let me tell you something. This whole thing, even being in that situation, for me, this would be the only way I would end up with a baby, because I'm leaving and I'm taking the baby with me, because this is going to end up as a domestic. This is going to be domestic at some point. Somebody is going to snap on somebody, and the child don't need to be there. I don't need to be there. Y'all don't need any witnesses. Just let it be like a little murder suicide type deal going on because somebody's gonna get hurt. Okay. For me, if I were in that situation and the wife would, if it was my brothers and the wife came up to me, I'm gonna be like, oh, so you okay with this fucked up shit? That's how my reaction would be. So you're okay with this, apparently. So, and again, I need to excuse myself from this chaos. I'm telling, hell yeah, I'm telling. Number one, you messy as hell for putting me in this situation, both of y'all. You messy for making me a witness to it to put me in the middle. If you don't want nobody to know, don't put me in the middle like that because I'm gonna assume everybody is a willing participant at this point. So yes, I would leave and I would take the baby with me.
Wow. What's going on, Mr. Real Estate
Tasha, you gonna
Insider?
mess up his
What
temper.
up? What up, Lamar?
TFG himself. Appreciate you popping in, my brother. And he says, never tell.
Damn that. Don't do that stupid ass. Don't do that shit in front of me where somebody can come after me and like snap on me because it's like, oh, bitch, you knew, and then they coming after me too. No, don't put me in that situation.
Come on, Bert. You got something?
Got a question, Tasha. All right. I know you said you're going. So I mean, this goes across the board. Siblings, friends. You diamond.
Yeah, don't put me in the middle. Don't put me in the middle.
So let me
Right
time
is right, wrong is wrong. Don't put me in the middle.
let me time. So I want to time my two piece saying I agree with Tasha. I actually agree with Tasha. I think it's the responsibility of the cheater. Mind you, I'm a cheater, but it's the way you do it. And I think you shouldn't put a friend, a family member in that awkward situation.
Right.
Let me tell you something about me right off the bat in case you don't know. Don't commit a crime with me, because I'm going to tell you. I'm a teller. Because to me, don't put me in that situation. You know, my baby mom's, when I first met her, was a stone cold criminal of the highest level. And we had a deal. When you come to my doorstep, don't ever bring anything to my doorstep. I won't judge you. So whatever you do out there, you can murder somebody. Don't bring it to my doorstep because the moment I get questioned by the cops, I'm telling. So I don't want to be in a car with you and all of a sudden, whoop, 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 whoop. Oh shit, I got something there. Because I'm going to be the first one speaking up. I'm just ride. Anything you find here, this ain't my shit. I'm that person. So even when it comes to situations, that's why I asked my sister about that because I cheated. But to me, when you cheat, you ain't gonna tell on yourself. So you cheat in a way that I know what I did. I would not put my sister in a situation, and especially in this case, her and my wife were really good friends. They were really good friends. They went to school together every single day. So I would be putting her in a horrible situation to feel that it's okay for her to see me bringing in hoes. Now she might, Sherry knowing me, she probably know I fuck with hoes, but knowing and seeing is two different things. So I would never want to put her in a situation where she would have to compromise her friendship with my wife or girlfriend by revealing that. And then vice versa. I love her husband and I love my sister and I'm loyal to my sister to a T. But if she ever did something openly, blatantly out in front of me, I've got to check her. Sherry, you know that ain't right.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And so don't put me in that situation.
Right.
So I actually agree with Tasha on this one that it's a fucked up scenario to put somebody in.
Mm-hmm.
But Bert, your point is well taken. You got to know now, once you step in there, you might find yourself the enemy because now you told, and guess what? These two toxic, dysfunctional motherfuckers turn around and have pillow talk and say he ain't shit,
Mm-hmm.
and you the enemy. You have to understand going into it, you could fall into that category. So I agree with you 1,000%. I agree with you. So that's what I feel. Let's jump to another scenario. That was a good one. That was an interesting one, though.
Yeah, well.
All right, let's see. always have to find that underneath.
This place. Dear Stephen Shirley, I have been married to a man for 6 years, and he is a good man, very reserved, and he doesn't talk a lot. My mother always said to watch the quiet ones because they're very sneaky. He works in another city that is 2 hours away, and he has a studio apartment that his company provides. So he usually drives there Monday mornings and comes home on Thursday or Friday evening.
Okay.
I started to see him using his phone more and being distracted when I talked to him. He said he started a social media account and it helps him pass the time while he's alone and in his little apartment. I didn't think anything about it until a woman messaged me asking if Chuck is my husband. I responded that my husband's name is Charles. Then she responded that he told her to call him Chuck. I was livid and could not help but to think that he's cheating on me. I asked her where she met my husband and she blocked me. I found my husband's apartment key in his glove box in his car and I went and had a key made. I asked my mom to keep my daughter and I drove to my husband's apartment late at night to surprise him. I tried my key and it didn't work. He opened the door and said he was on to me and couldn't believe I stole his key. He was in some silky boxers that I had never seen before, and a candle was lit on his coffee table, and it smelled like gingerbread.
Okay.
I wasn't sure if that was really my husband. He didn't invite me in, so I tried to walk past him, and he stopped me and said I needed to go home. I got loud just in case someone was inside. He told me if I made a scene, it could affect his corporate housing. I was so hurt and confused. How could he tell me to leave? What's going on? You already know what's going on, girl. You know.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Ladies, let y'all go first.
Wait, let me ask a question. She said she was married to him.
This is her husband.
It's her husband, yeah.
This is her
Okay,
husband.
so
What's going on, Antoine? We missed you too, my brother. Thanks for popping in.
What up, Antoine?
so if she was married to him for 6 years and you don't know if you got the right key, or he said he was on to her, whatever. Listen, she is dumb as they come. I don't, you know what I'm saying? And clearly, yes, he's cheating. He had on boxes and candles lit. He was ready for the next chick. You should have known that. And I would have bust up in there, and I would have been there waiting for her too.
So, from where you sit, this is a corporate apartment, and it's his getaway, and it's his work. Does he have the right to have some privacy in his corporate apartment?
No, not the way I see it. No, you ain't got no motherfucking right to be having nothing private from me. I want to know everything that's going on. I would have been having keys from the gate. And what is there to be private about? Be private with me. Or you didn't he didn't want to let her in? Oh, see, he would have got beat at the door.
Well, she did show up unannounced, had stole a key, and so if he wasn't cheating, she put herself in that awkward situation where maybe he wanted to teach her a lesson. I'm playing devil's advocate out here.
But
Tasha,
why does she?
I'm coming to you. Go ahead, Sherry.
One question. Why does she have to announce that she's coming?
So you think it's okay for her to pop up no matter what?
Of course.
Okay. I'm just asking.
Well, I don't know about them. I would have popped up anywhere and how. That's just how I am. I know. Ain't no privacy from me.
Okay. From where Sherry sit, husband or not, there is no privacy.
Nope.
Tasha, you concur?
I say this. It's obvious he's cheating. She just doesn't have the concrete proof, but she telegraphed it. Fuck that. Just kick in the door. Who cares? That's what I would do. Them doors is not hard to kick in. You just got to kick there by the doorknob. It's not hard to kick them in. You didn't even have to do that. You didn't need a key. You could have waited. Let him think enough, because for the woman to have reached out to you, they got into an argument. So you got to and then she stopped responding to you, which means that him and her probably made up. So now you got to let a little bit of time pass so that he doesn't think. suspect anything, then boom, you just pop up there like you did, but then you just kick in the door. Fuck that. And then just say, "Aha, bitch, I caught you," just like that. Just catch him. That's all you need. You just need to visibly see it. That's it. You
And,
ain't got to make no scene. Just
and,
kick in the door.
and for the women out there who don't know, where is the proper place to kick in a door to get in?
Right by the doorknob.
Obviously, you had some experience
That's
with
why.
this,
That's
Tasha.
why.
No,
That's why I
no.
want to.
I had experience because a key was lost. That's the only reason why I know.
Oh,
But you
oh,
gotta have
okay.
on some good strong shoes to do it. You can't do it in flip flops. If a bitch kicks in your door barefoot, stop fucking with her. That's a man, okay? But you just gotta have some good strong shoes to do it. That's all.
Fellas, what do you think about this scenario? Is the husband right that he was on to her? Is it incriminating enough that a woman called his wife and opened that door? Does he have the right to have privacy?
Man, first of all, that wasn't Charles at the door. That was Chuck. Y'all
You're
forget.
right.
That wasn't
Right.
Charles. That was Chuck. So they didn't find. She done went to the wrong corporate apartment and everything. That wasn't Charles. That was Chuck. Anyway, but to be serious, yeah, man, dude cheating, man. My thing is, she could really. I mean, it. I know. Tasha said to kick the door in, and I know Sherry said do all that. But then you jeopardizing this man's his job. You could. I mean, you know, not that you probably care at that moment, but when you think about it, that's you know. This guy, this corporate, this is you killing, you messing with corporate property. You about to go to jail. You do all that stuff. Come on now.
Ain't nobody going to jail. We going to court because we getting a divorce. It don't matter
Okay,
now.
well, after
It
you
don't
get
matter.
out of
We getting a
jail,
divorce.
after you get out of jail, then you go to court to get the
That's
divorce.
okay. I've been
Gotcha.
before. I'll go back.
Okay,
It don't matter.
yeah, Charles, Chuck is cheating, man. I mean, obviously the social media got him caught up. Once he did the social media thing, that was a wrap for him. He thought he was 2 steps ahead of his wife, but at the end of the day, women always gonna be 2 steps ahead of us. I mean, that's gonna be frank. Now the thing he did, I think he must have changed the locks. I don't know how she couldn't get in.
He changed the
so
locks.
he must have changed the locks on her. So, but yeah, man, Charles is creeping. Yeah, and she was there, but she was in the closet. She was scared to come out.
I just want to add this too, just for everyone else as well. A special thing to know about apartments is that most of the time apartments do not actually physically change your lock. Your lock mechanism, like your deadbolt, it actually moves around, and at the top is how they rekey your lock. So technically, if you wanted to, you could just rekey the bitch to a key that you have. But you can look it up on YouTube. But go ahead.
Damn.
You hear her saying all this shit. So, and I'm glad she putting us up on game. Antoine says, I agree with Tasha, kicking in the door. Okay. Bert, I see your expression. What you say on this, my brother?
All right, Tasha. So we're going to go on a couple capers then. You know how to get up in them places then.
I do.
That's why she a pimp. I already knew she was a pimp. Nah, really, she just confirmed it.
Yeah. Chuck, Charles, whatever, you dropped the ball, bro. If you was ahead of the game, when you answered the door, you wouldn't have had the silk boxes on and the candles smelling like, what was it, gingerbread?
Yep.
Smell like gingerbread, bro. If you was ahead, you should have been fully clothed. Like, I knew you was doing this. You could have just moved that shit over and kept it moving. And, kept it off a little bit. You gonna come there like, yeah, got the candle. No, you can't come into your wife. What? Your wife? Bro, when you say I do, yeah, you got your boundaries and all, but your personal time is no more your time, brother. And if you got another apartment somewhere, what is it, 2 hours away?
Yeah.
You do your pimping 2 hours away, and you ain't handling your situation at home properly, you know you wasn't gonna pop up on you, man. If you pimping like that, you should have had everything in line by the time she got there. That woman shouldn't have, well, I do believe, who said that the woman probably in the closet?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, the chick was there. Yeah, the chick was there for sure.
She was there because he darn sure wasn't going to let her ass get through that threshold.
Right.
Because he knew it was going to be an issue.
Yep.
So he dropped the ball. Yeah, you cheating. Just move on, sweetheart. Just divorce his ass and keep it moving.
Well, based on what she said and after what she just went through, the wife, She ain't leaving. She ain't going nowhere. He know what he got. If I'm gauging from her after all of that and asking what should she have done and why wouldn't he let me in, he know he have a pretty gullible, dumb wife. I'm just to be honest with you, and we know what we got. Now I say all that to say this. Kenny made a valid point where he said women are always ahead of men. I believe that firmly, and I've always believed that. And I have a saying that I've lived by when it comes to women and men, especially on a matter of cheating. We have to stay 3 steps ahead just to keep up. I've been saying that for 30 years. I'm going to repeat that. I've always said this. We have to stay 3 steps ahead just to keep up, because a woman's mind is on a whole nother level. We are the dumbest fucks when it comes to stuff like cheating. So you have to think ahead, because a woman gonna see shit in a way that you ain't even thinking about it. As men, we live in the here and the now. Women, I've had best friends as women. I've got sisters, and they always looking ahead, even when it's fucking unnecessary to look ahead. So with that said, I have, as a cheater, I always had to stay far ahead just to keep up with them and then throw them off the scent, so to speak. So I'm going to put my fellow brothers on to game if you want to cheat, because I do have some of my brothers out there who are very bad at cheating. You're not good at it. You've been caught multiple times. Stop it. Keep your ass on the porch like a good dog. Just bark as they go by, and don't leave the porch, because you're not good at it. Now, I'm just saying, the truth of the matter is, I'm gonna put myself in a situation. I got a corporate apartment. Do you know the first Sherry said that ain't no privacy? I agree with her 1,000%, because that's the way women gonna see it. Now, as a man, I believe we should have some private things. I truly do, but I know women don't think that. So my thing is, as soon as I got that apartment, guess what I'm doing? I'm inviting her down. It's a corporate apartment. Baby, come down for the first few weekends so that you can help me decorate this place. I want her to feel like she know every crack and crevice of that damn place, so that she leaves there feeling like he ain't doing nothing. When he's here during the week, he watching the games and laying around and blah, blah, blah. Oh, by the way, when I'm there, I'm texting her and all kinds of things. I'm FaceTiming so that she knows, baby, I miss you. I wish you was here. Can you jump in the car tonight? I want some sex right now. Can you come right now and give me some of that pussy? I want her to feel to the point where I'm tired of driving this damn 2 hours, because then when I want to cheat, Chuck, you fucked up by having a phone she could get to. You fucked up by giving this dumb bitch a name that was so similar to your own. When you go to cheat in a different city, you have to create an entirely different identity. There can't be no phone that your wife can run up on. How dumb can you be? If you got a corporate apartment rather, you got a computer, you can create a different account that she locked out from, all of those good things. You have to, I always have the expression, you cheat in plain sight. So you do it in a way that I want my wife thinking that he ain't doing a damn thing. And that's the way I did it. I was successful at it with my wife, with my women, and they know this now, but it is what it is, and I got away with it. God bless you. Good luck.
But see, you know what? The thing is, and if he got some corporate apartment, when he come home, he might not see me there, because I'm gonna be in the corporate apartment.
That's why I said I would have had that taken care of. Tasha, what you say?
I was just gonna add, even if you didn't want to take the direct approach like mine, you want to be a little bit more delicate about it. If for your whole thing, you still would have been caught up if it were me, because you fucked up by letting my face be seen that much. I'm going to talk to the neighbor, I'm going to talk to maintenance, and I'm going to let the office people see me. So then when they see me there, and I just happen to pop up there like one weekend, I'm here to surprise my husband. Can you let me into his apartment? Oh, thank you, because you're already going to have to introduce me.
I love that. I love that you said that. And again, this is showing you the mind of a woman. So that's why I said we have to stay 3 steps ahead. So my thing is, she's right in this sense. So guess what? My thing is, if I've invited you to that apartment, Mac, and knowing who you are, and that you're going to talk to the neighbors and all these kind of things, guess what? Maybe I don't fuck in that apartment. Because I do have another rule: you don't shit where you eat. I've lived by that, and that is another reason why I didn't get caught. So that even if you pop up and ask the maintenance, you're right. I ain't never, because I'm in another city, baby. I go to her place and fuck. And if I am gonna bring the bitch in, that's when you become Batman. You bring her in so late at night and nobody, you don't be open, because I always wanted my girlfriends and wife to have plausible deniability, to be able to walk around and nobody can run up on them and say, I know what your bedroom look like, I've been in your bed, none of those kind of things. That's why you have to stay ahead, because of what she says. She's already thinking that long term, and she's right. Now, would I, being a gambler at times, bring somebody to the apartment? Probably. When it's late, dead of night, and I can sneak this, but that's where my rule of putting bitches out at 3:00 come into play. So you don't lay up in the pussy. You sneak them bitches in from about 10 p.m. to about 3 a.m. Ain't no maintenance gonna see, ain't no property manager gonna see. And by the time you come popping your head in, you're gonna see whatever you need to see.
Yeah, but the neighbors know your name. So now you fucking, now the lady, Bestie next door, has already messaged me and be like, girl, listen to what's going on in that apartment right
Now
now.
you now
I'm
you
already
now
on
you
my
talking
way.
about
I'm
me
on my
now.
way.
And so I'm not Trey Songz, so I'm not going to be making that kind of noise. I don't want to know the neighbors. Anywhere I've ever lived, I don't know these people from Adam. They don't know me. That what you might hear some music playing, but I ain't gonna have no loud bitch in there that's screaming at the top of our lungs, "Ooh, you killing this pussy!" Hell
You
no.
never know. You just because you don't think the neighbors know you doesn't mean that they don't know you.
You might be, but I'm just saying they don't know anything. You're right. They could be watching, but my thing is the chances of somebody's peephole. I had a bitch over here last night. The chances that somebody was peeping out their peephole at the exact time I had a nasty, filthy, no good bitch in here sucking my dick, I'll take that gamble, because for all I know, she could be my sister. And you know how you cheat in plain sight? You step out, even if that's the case. You know what? You step out in the hall. Hey, how you doing, sweetie? You do make a little noise. For all they know, that's my sister.
I'm the nosy neighbor. I'm still taking pictures and texting the wife. Do you know who this is? Do you know who this is?
Influencer Tasha, you sharp. I do believe she's sharp, but I believe I believe I could beat that test. I do believe. All right, we're gonna move on to the next one. And you see in the mind, the tricky mind of her and the devious mind of me. DJ said, I had a feature for last night. I had a nasty look. I knew I was gonna be moving some shit around. I needed some head in the worst possible way. Didn't want none of that pussy. I just wanted some head. But okay, that's a whole nother story. All right, let's move on to the next. My screen. I'm just saying. All right. Oh, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's pop this one in. Let's see what we're talking about.
Is my man a gold digger? Dear Stephen Shirley, I'm a 31-year-old licensed cosmetologist, nail technician, and esthetician. I have a hair salon, I do eyebrows and nails, and I do Botox injections. My salon is upscale, and I have the upper echelon clients in my city. I am recently divorced and I have to pay my ex-husband's spousal support because the judge thought that my ex-husband helped me build my business while we were married. That couldn't be further from the truth. He tore me down and mismanaged money all the time. I used insurance money that I got from my father's death, and it was a nice settlement. So now I am financially set. Because of that, I bought a nice house and 2 cars. All that's missing from my life now is a man and the family that I want to have one day soon. I've been casually dating this guy for a few weeks, and he seems to be a fast talker. When I met him, he said that he was about to buy a home and he was living in an apartment temporarily. He said he's always traveling and he loves the finer things in life. I noticed he had a Rolex on when we met, so I thought he might be telling the truth. He drives a pickup truck that's very nice, but it's older. When we go out, he wants me to drive so we can ride with the top down in my car. The other day, he wanted to go to a daiquiri bar where he knew all his friends would be outside when we pulled up with the top down. He went in studying like we're a hot new couple, and I went along with it. He told his friend that I have everything a man could want and I have my own money. I also overheard him saying that he's going to go to Hawaii with me in June, which we never discussed. Is he trying to insert himself in my life and my trip? Is this man a gold digger?
I don't.
Yeah, come.
Oh,
I
Come
like
on,
this.
come
I
on,
like
sister.
I like this one. Tasha, just so you know, Antoine said that you need to open your own private investigation because you got the mind for
Most definitely.
it. All right. What do you guys think about this situation? Look, this is pretty cut and dry, I think.
It's pretty cut and dry.
You
It's very cut and dry.
Okay,
Yeah.
so anybody who want to go here? What do you see here?
I mean, I'll go first. He having a hot girl summer.
Yep.
The tables flip. That's all it is. He's enjoying himself. Ain't no is he trying to insert himself? He is, and you've let him, and now he's doing everything. It's like Pimp C has come back and like embodied him because he is pimping you in front of his friends,
Mm.
and you just going along with it. I mean, just cut him dry. You see what it is. You already know what it is. I mean, there's nothing else to say. Leave him alone.
She ain't gonna leave him alone though, Toss, because you know why he laying that wood. He laying that
And
wood. And
that's what you got to read between the lines.
Yeah, she,
Go ahead.
yeah, she
Go ahead, Kenny.
she digmatized right now.
Go ahead,
So
brother.
yeah, she a little perturbed, but when he get to hitting that spot, she don't even think about all that stuff. Yeah, so that's all it is. Yeah, he laying that wood.
But that wasn't the question. The question was, what was the last? The last question was, is he trying to insert himself in my life?
Yeah, he is. But she complaining about all this and that, and the reason why, and that's why I said, well, you complaining, but he around because guess what? He laying that wood.
That's right.
That's the only reason why. Yeah, he using her. That's easy. I mean, we all knew that. Yeah, he using her.
Real quick, DJ says he's doing what women do all the time. Like men, she's ignoring it because he knocking her down.
That's exactly what I just said. Yep, DJ, that's what it is.
Yeah. I mean, she dig dumb. I mean, whenever this is how I know you dig dumb. When a woman gotta ask an obvious question, which is an obvious answer.
Right.
Is he trying to answer? Yes, he is, ma'am. Like what the hell? He just turned the tables, like what y'all just said. Just turned the tables instead of what a woman would do to a man. He's doing the same thing. He gonna live his best life. You've been digmatized. If you got to ask it right in front of your face, you just gave us all the facts. You gave us an orgy of facts on him, what he's doing, how he's maneuvering, and you still asking the question: is he doing it?
Absolutely.
That's like me saying 1 + 1 is 2. Is it 2, y'all? Come on.
Well, maybe she may be one of those that wants to just make sure. She needs verification. She needs a validation from an outside source to make sure that she's not too close to it. Maybe I'm saying that maybe that's what she needs by raising the question.
Okay.
Tasha, she's simple.
Tasha, you know she knows
If you
what's
overheard
going
the guy
I'm
talking
not
about,
arguing that. I'm
overheard
saying
the
she's
man talking about going to Hawaii, and y'all haven't even talked about it already. Come on. She knows the deal. She knows what's up. She
may just need an unbiased opinion. That's it.
Sherry, jump in here. What you think?
I just think she a dumb bitch because I ain't gonna be riding them around anyway. Shit, you gonna be riding me the fuck around, and I don't care if the truck is dragging to the ground. You know, I'm gonna be trying to see what you got. I ain't got no time for that. No.
Okay. Hey, spoken like a privileged New Yorker. That's why I can't stand it.
That was so New York. You can't get no more New York than that.
but I'm gonna dig a little deeper here because I see a couple other things. I like the fact that she started out by telling her story.
Mhm.
You know how successful she is, 31-year-old professional. You know, and what she done, and it also didn't get by me that she has to pay support to her husband.
She a dumb bitch anyway.
You know, so
Like I said.
well, I ain't gonna say she dumb.
No, that ain't got nothing to do with
She
dumb.
but
You can't control that.
But I'm glad but I'm glad my sister's saying that, and that's why I wanted to bring that up because I'm so pleased that the tide is turning now. because since you all this in a bag of chips and you got to set them in and you start the business, but you don't want to give him no credit for helping you. Now, if the tides were turned, then you want to, when you think about the bitch that marries a millionaire, and she fills out her W-2s at the end of the year, his net worth is 10 million and yours is, 20,000, but I did my part. So look, here's the tables are turned. You got all this money, you set up this fantastic business. You didn't do it by yourself. He was there, he helped, he supported in whatever those ways. And in a court of law, they seem to believe that you need to keep this man living in the quality of life that he was accustomed to. That didn't get by me, bitch. And also the fact that all the stuff you talked about your vehicle and his vehicle and the Rolex, you one of these style chasing bitches. You know this shit like that. So you caught in your own web. You know what I'm saying? And I love that. I love that you caught like a spider. And I love that you caught by the dumb dick, as my brother says, because you're so busy watching all of those things, but you're not objecting. If you understand that he's stunting but you took your monkey ass in there and sat down and socialized with them, and even when he threw out, you overheard him. If you really objected, you could have talked about it right then. But asking this obvious question at the end about whether or not he inserted himself, of course he is inserting himself, but you're getting what you deserve because you've ascended this level where you think you now supposed to get the perfect husband, and you looking at material things. And so this is what you attract who you are, and you're getting what you deserve. And I hope he keep dicking you down and taking you to Hawaii, and I hope you marry him and you have 2 motherfucking alimonies out there. You dumb.
Because here it is, she looking at, he got a Rolex on. He could have got that Rolex from Canal Street. I'm gonna send y'all some Rolexes from Canal Street.
Absolutely.
These bitches out here because they think it's real.
Absolutely, but that's the beauty of it, Sherry. I live in an affluent part of Atlanta. People may not know. I live in the Buckhead area. I even live in the building called the Bryant. So when people hear that, oh my God, he live in the Bryant, there is a automatic misconception that I got this and I got that. Look, I'm a struggling fat black bastard doing the best I can to stay in this high ass apartment. In fact, I'm leaving this goddamn place because they charge me too much goddamn rent. Now, have I parlayed this in a year? I've been into a little bit of head and tail. You goddamn right I have. You know what I'm saying? But all the trappings and tricks was in place. Look behind me. I got a beautiful set. This is a beautiful apartment. Over there at my bar, I serve them bitches drinks out of the decanter. What they don't know is the drinks in the decanter is a cheap liquor. My good shit is under my Tasha know this about me. Crown and Jack Daniels. I make my own drinks in the kitchen while this bitch is drinking. You know what I'm saying? Evan Williams, and some shit out of the decanter. But because they think that this is what it's supposed to be, I'm gonna give you that if that's what you're looking for, and you in here because you think, oh my God, oh look at how you doing and everything. Oh my God, yes, I will sell you that dream and put your ass up out of here at 3 o'clock in the morning.
You are hilarious, bro.
That's why he do just that. I ain't no man giving me no motherfucking drinking no bag.
You need to write a book, bro. You got a New York bestseller on your hands and you don't even know it.
Brother, I've been doing it for years, but I'm giving them what they want because that's what they expect. Ironically, the ones that have been girlfriends is the ones who wasn't looking for nothing material. They didn't want nothing that I had. They didn't mind driving their vehicle. Every woman I've ever dated has had a better vehicle than me because I'm not a vehicle guy. I like money in my pocket. And so the women that, for me, I fell for is the ones that didn't want nothing from me. They wanted to be around me. And those was the ones that I fell for because I knew that it was something real. You know what I'm saying? DJ said story time with Black.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You really need to do a segment called Story Time with Black. Really. Now that I think about it.
He ain't lying, Kenny, because he had me That's the first time I saw that shit. I came down south, and he had me pouring some a wine that's in a bag out of it was in a box, and so
The box wine, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I
I was
remember.
like, they be drinking it, son. Mm-mm.
You got to get sell a dream. And that's when she told that story. It didn't get by me before she even got to the facts. She wanted you to know how successful she was. You know what I'm saying? And that was important that you know that in her strawberry letter. Let's jump into one more story. So
Mhm.
we got time for one more, but yeah, God bless her. All right. Okay, here we go.
My two older side dishes.
Ooh.
Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm a 56-year-old woman, and my husband and I have been married for 18 years. I work as a CNA at a really nice senior living residence, and I love my job. During the onset of the pandemic, I quarantined with residents for a couple of weeks. I grew close to one of my male residents, and he and I would play cards in his apartment at night. He's 75, but he's still in good shape, and he's got a big, bright smile and most of his hair. He asked me to come by late one night so I could tuck him in. Turns out he was naked when I walked in, and as soon as I saw what he was working with, I was turned on. Night after night, I tucked him in, and we had lunch with our mask on for the first few times. He loves to talk dirty, and that drives me crazy. I dreaded going home after being quarantined at my job for so long. When I got home, things were different, and it was a struggle to have fun with my husband. I signed up for more weeks of quarantine at my job. By the end of 2021, guests started to come back to visit the residence, and my old side dishes girlfriend started visiting him regularly. She's in her late 60s and she's got it going on. This is going to blow your mind because I still can't believe it, but the two of them invited me in his place for a threesome last week. I am so ashamed to admit that I participated in it, and it was unbelievable. I had no idea that older people were that wild. My older sides want to do it again, but I can't help but think of my husband. It's a once in a lifetime experience, but what if I just do it one more time? Is it too risky? Should I avoid these two funny old folks or go for it? Of course, it's going to be hard to.
Very, very interesting.
I couldn't really
I
hear a
thought
lot of it because I was getting an echo or something, but I couldn't. What? Wait a minute. What? She was 56. Was she
she's
56?
56, married. Yeah, there was some kind of a lot of echo, and I don't know where that was coming
Right.
from. You know, somebody was bleeding into it, so I didn't want to stop it. But essentially, she's a CNA nurse, 56-year-old, married for 18 years. And during the pandemic, she was quarantined with some of her patients. She has a 75-year-old patient that she got attracted to. She says got most of his hair. And one night he asked her to tuck her in, basically, and then tucking him in, she saw that he was packing. She was attracted, and then she began to tuck him in and do a hell of a not more than tuck him in. He was knocking that thing down. So this went on for a while until the pandemic lifted, and she saw that his girlfriend, he had a girlfriend in her 60s, but she admitted the girlfriend herself, even though the woman's in her 60s, she also got it going on. Well, they invited her to have a threesome. She participated, and it blew her mind. And essentially, they want to do it again because as she went back home after the first pandemic when it lifted, sex with her husband just wasn't the same no more. She, in fact, volunteered for another quarantine session. So she loving what she doing, but she want to ask, should she do the threesome again? You know, she said, should she do it one more time? Because she did, but at the same time, she's like surprised that these older people was that sexually wild. So, Tasha, you shaking your head. I'm sorry.
So her question was, should she do the threesome again?
Should she do it one more time?
Okay, gotcha.
One more again.
Tasha, what you say?
And first of all, that shit is elder abuse. Okay, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That shit is elder abuse. That's abuse of your position as well. Let's be clear. So there's some legal implications
That's
here.
that is kind of true. You
So
right.
let's start there.
You right.
Number two, that's the nasty, stinking, filthy, no good bitch that Black be talking about. Because of all people, number one, let's be clear. A threesome is not a once in a lifetime experience. You can have a threesome as a woman every day if you wanted to. It is not that fucking special. It is not that hard to come by at all. It's not. So let's be clear with that. You just bored. You been fucking the same dick for the last 18 years. Now you see some new dick, and ooh, now you 56. You done discover you like a little bit of pussy too. You just happy just to be getting something new. You can risk it if you want to until Earl fall dead on you and Ernestine, she get behind you, you crush her ass. Do it if you
Yeah.
want to.
Earl. Oh,
So
his name Earl
that's just my
Tasha.
thought on
Yeah,
that.
his name Earl Tasha.
It's Earl and Ernestine. That's who it was.
Earl and
Oh
Ernestine.
shit! Oh my god!
Man, look at here. This is crazy. God, dog. I don't know.
Sherry, you shaking your head. What should she do? One more again?
She another dumb bitch. What you mean do it again? You should have never did it from the beginning. I agree with Tasha. A 75-year-old man? What the fuck you doing with him? I wouldn't have gave a damn what he had down there. I wouldn't want him. Probably got worms coming out of there.
God, dog. God, dog.
Wow! Wow!
Yikes.
Wow!
Yikes.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
She's
Fellas,
talking about a session. Oh no.
fellas.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is Drake had a song called YOLO. You only live once. Hell, you done already dip your foot in the doggone deep end of the pool. You might as well go and jump your little 56-year-old ass all the way in. Just go ahead and go for it, mama. Go ahead. Let Earl tap them walls again and let Ernestine lick on that cootie cat. Go ahead and get it done. You know, and be a CNA. Sign up again for quarantine because there's monkeypox coming. So they might quarantine you again. So
right.
go ahead and rock with Earl and Ernestine. I don't know.
Absolutely.
And don't be sleeping on 75-year-old women, men, Tasha. 75-year-old men get it in. Come on now.
I didn't say that they didn't. I'm just saying she a nasty bitch for even thinking and going there. Again, you can sit up here, you can dress it up all you want to. I also don't see you jumping out there to sleep with a 75-year-old woman, even if she do got it going on.
No, I ain't doing that.
So there you go.
You got a point there. You got a
got
point.
it.
So you don't want to see them saggy ass titties.
Point taken, Tasha. Point taken.
You got a point.
Touche.
Touche there, but I got something to say. What you say, Bert?
What? Like,
Tasha, that was a drop the mic. Yeah, we can't.
Antoine, stop kissing up to Tasha. Every time I look at the comment section, you said Tasha is doing this. Oh, Tasha should be investigated. Go ahead, and just go ahead and jump in her DMs already. Just go ahead and jump in her DMs. By God, go ahead and do it.
Antoine, holla at her. Antoine.
Just jump in the DMs, bro. Come on. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Black.
What'd you say, Brother Bert?
Look, clearly she wants to do it again. Okay, she's that I don't know, turned out by them two. I mean, damn, if you gonna go with a, and no disrespect, but you gonna go with how old, 75?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is going on around here? Listen, I know the seniors get it in. I know they do. You know, at the homes everywhere, I know they do their thing. But how desperate do you have to be with a 75-year-old man and have a threesome? How old was the woman?
In her 60s.
In her 60s.
Yeah.
You mean tell me you can't find anything younger than that you gonna dip with? But at the end of the day, she gonna do what she wanna do anyway. I don't even know why she's even asking the question. She done laid down the groundwork of how much is so good and how much she like it. Just go ahead and just go ahead and get your threesome going again. That's all. I mean, shit, because clearly you just said you're not happy going back to your husband and just doing the same shit. What'd you say, Tasha? You said 18 years of the same dick? That's what her problem is. Well, how good is she? Is she doing anything different in the bedroom for her husband to switch up the game? Or she kind of leaving out some things. She's just saying like, hey, listen, I'm through with my husband. I'm with the 75-year-old dick. What's up?
Why not
What's
just
going on
bring
for
your
y'all?
husband in it and just say, hey, figure out if you want to do it with, is it the both of them, the combination of both of them, or does one of them do it more for you? Invite your husband in and
Yes.
just say, hey, you might think I'm crazy, but Earl, he be doing it. And I want to show you what Earl be doing so that we can do it at home. Do
Man,
that.
her husband
Not
ain't trying to
Earl.
do that. Her husband,
You bring up a good point.
that's a good point, but her husband ain't gonna do that. And Antoine, I was just teasing, bro. I just messing with you. I just teasing you, by the way.
Well, Antoine, I love you, my brother, and I done already told you, shoot your shot, partner. Shoot your shot. The
50.
winter is a coming, and it's time to find that bedmate for winter. Hey, she looking too, just so you know. But let me get to Earl and Ernestine.
We done
Let
gave
me
him a
say,
name.
Tasha done gave these people that damn name.
Right?
But
It just seemed like it fit.
It really do. Real talk.
Tasha, you had a drop the mic moment in the sense that this is where the hypocrisy does kick in. I want to believe that if I would pray to God if I can get to that age and I still can get it up and handle my business, So I got my little blue pills in there now. Now I don't have to use them all the time, but in special situations, I have to pop them out if I think I might not be able to hold up on my own. But I would like to believe that if I make it to 75, I can still handle my business. But you're right. I ain't gonna never want no 75-year-old woman. I don't care how sexy she look. Felicia Rashad and some of these other old Dion, nice looking women, but I don't.
Right.
They can't. I don't want nothing from them.
Right.
So God bless them. So you're right in that sense. But let me tell you what I suspect here, real quick. We're going over a couple of minutes. Something I've always believed, and I've always targeted two groups of women that have seemed to always work really good for me, and I believe that I believe this two groups of women are sexually starved. I've always believed they had relatively boring sex lives and they were easier to pick up. Teachers and nurses. I've always believed that. And those are demographics that I've always targeted. Teachers spend the bulk of their time, especially if they're elementary school teachers. You won't believe that life that they live, grading papers, dealing with kids and stuff. And so they don't have the opportunity to have an adult conversation. The way their year works, they often is summer, but they working all through holidays. They've always been an easy target. I've always had really good luck getting pussy out of teachers. And nurses the same way. Ironically, their schedules are so demanding. They work around only 6 people. They have this level of dedication that they do to patients that it's amazing to me that when you approach them, I suspect Ernestine has led a pretty quiet, boring 18 years of marriage, and I suspect that she probably had been exposed to anything beyond probably a missionary position.
No, Ernestine is the girlfriend in her 60s. Bertha is the 56-year-old CNA. That's Bertha.
Bertha, then I suspect that her sex life is probably pretty humdrum. Missionary position. They at 18 years of marriage, they might fuck once a month. They doing real good if they get it in twice a month. And she damn sure ain't sucking no dick. It have to be a pretty special holiday for that to happen. And he probably ain't eating Bertha's pussy either. So she not exposed to any of these things that's turning her on. So the idea that this 75-year-old man who was packing and he introduced her to the taboo-ness of fucking, like you said, well, she's abusing him and getting away with it. This opened up a Pandora's box inside of her that now cannot be closed. Bravo, Ernest. Bravo, Earl. I mean, Earl. Bravo. No to nurses. DJ said they toxic as shit. I've always had good luck with nurses. DJ, for me, the bitches I don't fuck with is police women.
Ooh.
Law enforcement, bitches in law enforcement or anything dealing with the law. I don't fuck with them bitches.
And it's just the opposite for me because I have a good time with a man in uniform. Okay.
But the women in uniform, shit.
That is a whole nother thing. Jesus said, "I'm not eating out any 65-year-old woman. I'm lactose intolerant. I do not."
DJ, you crazy, bro. DJ, you are crazy.
Hey, you will come on at the end of the damn show. We're gonna get you on the panel next time, my brother. But we have come to the end of another show. I've had a fantastic time. I hope you had some fun with us this Sunday. Uh, there's a lot going on with TFG. I truly can't keep up with it all. Big things are happening here at TFG, I should say. Lamar Falk, this brother is doing it on another level. And so, Brother Kenny is more on the inside track than I am with an executive position. Brother Kenny, if you don't mind, take us home and just tell the viewers out there what's happening with TFG, because I think we are on the precipice of exploding here with TFG. Big things are happening.
I agree, and Lamar Falk, who I call the Barry Gordy of social media, is making things happen, man. He's doing some big things with his Real Estate Insider show, with the Forgive Us Later show, and his Lamb. He has Lamb Levity, his channel, where he does a different amount of things. So TFG TV is where it's at. Come check it out. It's something for everybody. Matter of fact, I can tell you what we got right now. You're watching Real Talk for Real Men with the host Lee Black and Tasha, where you can find them every Wednesday and Sunday. Sundays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 Central, and on Wednesdays 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 Central. Again on Sundays, as you watch this, you can see we get a little crunk, we get a little hilarious, but we have a good time on Sundays, and then on Wednesdays we kind of tackle a little bit more serious topics of what's going on. So make sure you subscribe and you like this. Make sure you share it, with all your friends, and share it on your social media platforms. Now on Fridays and Sundays, the Real Estate Insider, which is Lamar Falk. He does celebrity homes. He takes you through that. He goes live on Fridays, I want to say around 9:30 Central Standard Time, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. And then on Sundays, he's going to go live tonight. Make sure you check him out. I believe 9:30 Central Standard Time, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. He goes live. If you want to be a part of the show, he invites you. So if you want to be part of that, then go through those celebrity homes. Make sure you check out the Real Estate Insider with Lamar Falk on YouTube on Fridays and Sundays. And then on Mondays, TFG Tonight with your host, Brenton Haynes, myself, Lee Black, Devin Devine, and part of the panel. We talk about what's trending, whatever's going on in news, politics, sports, entertainment. We can catch us on the TFG Tonight YouTube channel, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come through and check us out, man. We really be getting serious and talk about a lot of good things. Come through, like, subscribe, share to your social media platforms. Then on Tuesday night, you can catch me, the sports guy, TFG Sports Media, on the TFG Sports Media YouTube channel, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm talking sports, giving it to you straight with no chaser. And then on Tuesday, a show has been brought back called The Wrap Up with Lamar Falk and Charles Moore. You can catch them on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And they get raw. They get, it's nasty. Again, to all my saved and sanctified and filled with the Holy Ghost folks, you better watch that when you take it, be careful. You're going to have to get some blessed oil when you watch that. Then on Wednesday nights, Forgive Us Later with that guy, DJ Sullivan, that's over here. Commenting, he's a nut. He's entertaining. Him and Charles Moore and Lamar Falk. You can catch them Forgive Us Later on Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They talking about a lot of the topics that's in the His and Hers relationship group on Facebook. If you're not in that group, get in it, join it. It's always some really good topics, good conversations. Those boys go raw. Again, to my saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost. When that would fire, if y'all can tell, I was Kojic. I grew up in Kojic, so I got a testimony. But if you got that, you better be careful watching that show, because you're gonna need some prayer. You're gonna go to Bishop Wood. Go to the Bishop Church. in New York. He'll pray for you. I'm sure if he ain't getting robbed. But
I
anyway,
know, right?
that's a whole other story. Then last show, we not all heathens on Tuesdays. We have Minister Val. She does Pearls and Wisdom. She has a Christian show at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, come check out TFG TV, man. It's something for everybody. We got it. We got entertaining hosts. We're going to entertain you and inform you at the same time. So make sure you check it out. Like, subscribe, share, do all that.
Absolutely. Thank you, my brother Kenny. Appreciate that. And again, shows like this, all you got to do is go up to TFG, YouTube, Facebook, and look us up on the Ratchet because we do talk real and raw, but it's a safe space where we can agree to disagree. You're not going to get hurt. You're welcome on any of these platforms. These are the most welcoming platforms around on social media that I know of. Everybody's welcome to come share their views and opinion. I want to thank you guys. I want to especially thank DJ and Antoine for popping in today to have a little fun with us. I want everybody to enjoy the rest of their Sunday evening. Hopefully this will be a good jumping point for a great week. I'm going to do one shameless plug tonight. They have the prequel to Game of Thrones coming on. So that is something that I am going to do my long hot soak. Get ready. But I will be watching that. But I also plan to peek in on my brother Falk tonight and check him out as well. So with that said, enjoy your week. Be good to each other and always keep it real. God bless.
Peace.